Yes, this is happening.
We are.
This is happening.
We are here together.
We are here.
Yes. But we are going to stay apart. I promise you, even if you can't see it from your screen, we are at least 2 meters apart. Aren't we?
We are.
I think 3 actually.
Where are you? I can't see
I'm
you.
going to stay. Can you see me on your TVs? I know. I'm going to stay as far away as I can.
Tiny.
I'm just going to do it in the corner here. She's put me in the naughty corner already. Anyway, how are you all? Are you good? Are you ready for some KaSoTonic?
Let's do it, let's do it. We're going back to July 2019. We're going straight in, guys. Make sure you got water. Clear space as much as you can. Kick the dog out. And let's get going. Keep your knees nice and soft. All right, we can take a march.
I love this inspiration, actually.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat today, guys. Can you hear me? Yes,
Take a march. Drop it down and round. Nice and easy. Good job. Now you're not going to see my feet very much, but you've got Kate's little feet, which is nice. Just double side step. Go to your right. Here we go. 2, touch. If I'm running out of shot, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Here we go.
She's off. She's off. Leave me to it. Oh, no, come back. Keep going, team. What's next? In, out, in, out.
Good job. Give us 2 more. Last set coming up. And take a march. Well done, guys. Heel steps to the front. Here we go. Okay, team. So I'm taking the low level today. Kate's going to be taking it up. Now chops across the front. It's COVID-19. We hate it. So we're all about looking after your chest, your heart and lungs. And here we are. This is peg work. Toe touch to the back. Off you go. Nice body weight forwards. Get those arms up. Cross punch down. Hump it. Trying to get your elbows nice and high at the back. Good. Are you breathing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good to be together. 1, 2, and take a march. Well done, guys. Nice high knees now. Pump it out. Take those legs wider. Bring it in. It's a pretty move, that one.
Oh, it is. Very
pretty. Very graceful.
feminine.
And bring it in. To the top. Here we go.
We don't care.
We
It
don't.
does the job.
We're moving. We're waiting. Good job. Ready for the double side? Chest press. Let's go. Let's swing it out. Here we go. We should do this in the other room because we could actually be out of the pole. Well done. Take the march, boxing back. Woo. Good job. Faster. 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 Yeah.
And we're cracking. Rap. Did you not know everyone gets home?
Alright guys, little jog. Heel, toe across, heel and change. Rebecca, steady, are you there? I know you love this one. Heel, toe, heel and change. 1, 2, 3 and change. Shoulders back and down. Way too easy. Double time, here we go. 1, 2, 3, change.
Take my arms up. Get that heart rate up if you can.
And you actually put kilts on at this point.
Off we go, guys. We're so free, everybody together.
Michael Bradley. Very good.
Oh,
Take a little jog and then roll those range.
Oh my word! Clever girl! She's not
Shake
going
it up on her. Like worth 200 million or something.
Oh, just 200.
Pocket change.
Oh, I said nothing.
Yeah.
You can't get off that these days. Nothing to spend it on at the moment.
See that way. Here we go. Lift. And lift. Oh yeah, feels good. There's a party in the bar.
Oh yes! Woo! Party in your living room, or your kitchen, or wherever you are. Woo! I've been doing some in the garden. I don't know what I did. It's great.
It's nice. Vicky's mum has been doing tap in the shed. That's the only place she's got a hard floor.
Brilliant.
Shake it out, guys. Well done. Knee, single, single, double. Right lift. Chop. Double. Chip. I just read chip. Chip. Chip.
Chip or chop? Chip or chop?
Good. Just nice and easy with me. Little bit bouncy with Kate if you can. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Launch your tummy on this one.
So good.
Ha,
Ha, that, squeeze, 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 oh, oh. There's some energy in this room this morning. Woo, loving it.
Take it every Christmas.
Oh yes.
Ah.
Mummy's in the house. Shaking up the
Well,
pie.
Mummy's out of the house. Yay! Only kidding, Jess.
To the top, heels and toes. Heel toe, heel check.
My bad.
Up.
Get those arms up with me, guys, if you can.
Good job. Oh, that's good.
What a track.
That's good.
Oh, it's getting warm in here.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes. Don't do that. That's just weird.
We'll do it like it's your
Although,
house.
well, yeah, and what we've worked out is we could probably save more money and water by doing workouts like this.
I'm not going to screen near you anytime soon. I'm not doing it. I'm going to keep our clients safely. What you do in your house is your business.
Legs wide. Let's rumble. Woo. Well done. Little run to those legs. Now with Kate, if you can, run the legs in and out for a moment. Good job. And shake it out. Double side step with me or gallop with Kate. Get your guns out. Yeah, go, go. Now we got enough room. Yeah. Four. Two fours. Oh yeah, keep gunning, guys. Do a small more set. 4.
Keep breathing.
3. 2. And shake it out. Well done, everyone.
Another great track. I love it.
So good, so good. Are you ready for some mambos with your right leg front to back diamonds? Here we go. So just tap with me. Little runs with Kate. Change legs.
On the left. Let's go.
All right.
Keep breathing.
4, 3, 2, rumbles. Here we go. Back to the beginning. All about getting your heart rate up now.
Oh yeah,
See those legs going in and out. Big arms. Shake it out. Good job. To the side. Get your guns. Let's go. Up. Get your knees soft. If, like his elder, you've simply got no room, on the spot is called. So keep those guns going. 4, 3, 2, shake. Woo. Mambo. Here we go. Going down 10. 4, 3, 2, shaking legs. Here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Half stars to the side. Good. Full stars there with Keiko. Well done. Little bit more with me if you can.
Get those heels
Swing
down.
out.
If you're jumping, heels down. Thumbs up.
Keep it going, guys. You can go steady if you need to. No problem. 4, 3, 2, shake. Well done, everyone. So good. Last rumble. Here we go. Fast, fast, faster.
In and out. In and out.
Yes, yes. Well done, guys. Grab some water. Good job.
What a warm-up.
What a warm-up. Cool, cool, cool. So we're going to take you through your current active pre-stretch.
Nice.
All right, so we're going from head to toe, knees soft, pelvis under, and we're doing gentle half circles with the head, dropping to the right forwards, up to the left, and then back the other way. You're working this in your timing. You're trying to keep your shoulders still and level. Yeah, it's very easy to let those shoulders go. Make sure your pelvis is tilted under, nice and stable through your core. Good. Then we're going to move down a little bit, hands to the waist and the upper body only. So you're trying to keep your hips reasonably still. You're not going backwards, merely tilting to the side and working your timing here. Now, I've been doing quite a lot of lifting recently. I'm feeling that quite tight here. So I take a little bit more time at the front. Kate's been picking up Jess quite a lot and she's tall and heavy now. So she might want to take a little bit more time around the sides. Well done.
Definitely.
All right, so maybe one more there.
Yeah, one more please.
One more please.
You're
so brown, girl.
Looking lighter in
Looking
here.
good.
It's very flattering.
I like it.
It bodes well for our future.
Well done.
Bless you. I think I just haven't watched hard enough the last couple of days. Scrubbed it off. Yeah. Don't breathe in too much there, Jess. Jess. Sophie. Bob. Where are we?
Kate calls me Jess.
I do,
Mother-in-law
I'm sorry,
calls me
Mum.
Phoebe after the cat.
You could just pretend they're nice nicknames.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Step and touch side to side with your pec
I
fly.
love this one.
And your trapezius
Good chest.
squeeze. Good job. Just in your time.
To be fair though, Jess calls most of her dollies Sophie. Like there's a lot of Sophie going on at home. Dogs, cats, dollies. Don't take that in a way or anything. But she does love that name.
Focus on the horses and the cows.
The pigs.
The pigs.
Just the cats, and they're very pretty dogs. No, she loves that name. She's obsessed with your
Gentle helicopters, guys. Inhale around softly.
nice.
Yeah, keep rounding. Good. And we're going to go into your windmill next. And I'm going to take it very shallow. Okay, it's going to take it all the way down. Arms in the air to start. Knees soft. Go to one side. As low as you want to go. Just take note here of how easy or difficult this feels. Go at your speed. So when in the camera, it's hilarious. Notice Kate's hips actually stay really still. And again, she's not going backwards. Just going directly to the side, forwards and down.
And I'm breathing, as you might imagine.
And Darth Vader
in the
down.
house.
And shake that out, well done. In your timing, your cross choppers, coming up in the center, keeping those knees reasonably soft. And again, I know some of you like to take a little bit of time down there. Do what you need to do, have a little bum wiggle if you want to. Get a little bit sexy today. Feeling sexy. I've rediscovered dinner ladies in
Oh,
lockdown.
golly.
Absolutely hilarious.
Brilliant.
Absolutely hilarious. I love Victoria Wood. She is my exercising idol. Shake it out, guys. Well done. Let's just get some ladders going.
Does she not do like that whole step aerobic?
Oh, it's so funny.
So funny.
It's like she does that, and it's just
Reminds me of me and
us.
you.
It is just
It
us.
is brilliant.
So
well
funny.
done. Love it.
You are right through the back.
Yep, pretty much like most days for us. Love it.
Good
Are
job.
we laddering?
Guys, let's do your hip flexors, please. Quad stretch, picking up with Kate, or your alternative with me. So right down into the legs down. Just do your hip flexors for a moment.
Keep that supporting knee from locking. Knees together. Just a couple of things there that I've had to remind myself for a minute.
1, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out well done, guys. Not too far back if you're doing my version, please. With that supporting leg. Abs super warm yet?
Tune after
We
tune.
might be going silent at this point because Coldplay always gets banned. So probably not hearing us. So I'm going to stick this on. Sorry.
Right, well done.
Okay,
That
sorry,
and Georgia,
Kate.
isn't it?
Can we do some hulas?
Yeah, we we'll do some hulas.
Sorry.
Ready, guys? Some nice hulas, nice wide bass.
Hopefully we can get this
Just a
one.
little musical issue we know we generally get. We're anticipating. Oh, this is still good.
It's still good.
Yeah. Keep those knees soft. Going the other way, just as interesting. So you're following me. So you set off the other way, this is good. We're doing concentric circles right now. Nice. Check it out.
Good time, guys.
There we go, I think we're done.
Alright, just a little reminder of a couple of your moves from your first interval. It's your 2 thighs, your 2 claps, and your 4 jumps. Make sure you keep your elbows soft. Well done. We do 6 knee lifts, throwing our arms either forwards or upwards. So it's a drop to the knee, a drop to the knee, 6 times and a break. Alright, you'll remember it as soon as we do it. Hamstring stretching, please guys, stepping back. Nice and active now. Switching legs. You know the score. Try and keep that chest lifted and open.
I got carried away there. I thought we were doing the whole intro. I was like, oh yes, I'm ready.
Oh, she's on it, she's on it.
No, we're not. Where are we stretched now?
Lovely stretch.
Just excited. Just excited.
But as you saw, the next, your third movement in your first interval coming up is the drop to kick across. With a chop across the body, if you can, to get those arms and get your obliques engaged. Nice way to work out on that one. Good job, guys. And let's go into some calf stretching. If you do want to go to a wall and just press, we've got a wall there, which is really nice. Just going to turn it down a bit. Good.
Oh, I love that.
So good.
Deep breaths.
Nice deep breaths in through your nose. Relax. Let that tummy hang out. Don't worry for when you're pre-stretching. Changing sides. Parallel with the legs, not one behind the other, although we'll be introducing some nice new stretching for you when we're going live in a couple of weeks' time.
Put it in your diary.
Put it in your diary.
First week or 2.
Oh yeah. So this will be the last iteration that we deliver. We've got a nice catalogue now to use. Change it out, keep it going, do as many as you can a week. Always have 48 hours rest. Good job. Just give us a few ankle circles to finish, team. And then we're there and we'll get rocking. Well done. Can you see yourself?
Yes, just about.
I can't. I'm like a black block.
Well, I'm about this big, but
Yeah.
no, I can see arms, legs. Yeah. Is that because your glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look so good in glasses too, mate.
Oh,
Can you
thank
just
you.
like get a little elastic so you can wear them?
Yeah. They'll just
Great,
get
keep
all
them on.
steamy
Oh,
there,
yeah.
won't they? I'll need little window wipers. That'll be
That's a
hilarious.
good point.
Right, guys, let's do this. Here we go. Here we go.
Interval 1. Are we ready?
Come on.
Have you had a bit of water? Let's do it. So it's a 6 knee drop.
Kate, would you like the slow version or the fast? Oh, we're doing the fast version. No, she wants
Is that a silly question?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Come on, you know this. It's in your body. It's in your movement.
Alright, are you ready to drop to the knee? Drop on your left leg, lift your right. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a breath. Other side. Here we go. So I'm taking this in at the low level. 5, 6. And again, here we go. 1. Every time you lift that knee, imagine I'm there, smashing you in your stomach. Here we go. Really friendly.
Finish it, guys. Oh, I'm going to punch you.
Let's do it again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to jump at all. So pump all of the energy through that supporting knee. 5, 6. Take a breath. 2 thighs. Slowly. This is nice, low level. If you feel this is enough for you, stay on it. Yes. If you can, up above your head with Kate. Now, if you're up for it, guess what? We're going double time. There she goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't have to do the 4. You can just do 2. Got lots of options there. It's looking slow. Last set coming up. And shake it out. Well done. Drop to the cross. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Six. Other side, drop and lift. Now, I'm not lifting my leg very high. I'm just running my arms. Here we go again. One. Don't lean back. Are you breathing? Now you want to work your hard lungs. So give this something. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last set coming up. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So good.
Oh, I can really feel my heart rate.
Oh yes. Lead with your left arm. Lead with your left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So good. Keep going. Good job. And we're going into arm work. We're going straight on. Kay's going to take a jog. I'm going to take a march.
Stop punching.
Here we go. Here we go. Arms forward, up and down. Good. So we're just going to do that same one from the last iteration, just to warm up. Working from the shoulder. Good job. Now keep the palms up. 3 up. 1, flip and down. 3 up. 3 down. Good job. Now don't lean back. Keep the tummy nice and tight. Now I really feel my shoulders coming forward. So you really need to pin them back and down without leaning backwards.
Oh, I turned up like this.
Yeah.
Hunched. It's not good.
Yeah, think quite long through the back of the neck. Good job. Now flip and hold. Touch your shoulder.
Now it's coming.
Yeah, you're trying to keep those elbows, upper arms completely still. Double time now with Kate if you can. Go on, guys. Good.
Squeeze. Squeeze. Left
Paula, are you on it? Paula, work through those feet. Lorraine, keep breathing. I know you hate this. You can do it. Jilly, push hard.
The rest of us just love it.
So nearly there. 4, 3, 2, shake it out. Nice. 8. Good. So good. Well done, everyone. Now, just for your triceps, please, low level with me here, high level with Kate, dropping down and up, okay? I'm going here. Let's get a little bit for the triceps.
Try and keep those elbows nice and high and your arms by your hips.
Yeah. Hold on to your core, so be really careful of your lower back if you're on Kate's version, guys.
Don't be a hit. Don't
Don't arch. Keep it going.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Hear me. 4, 3, 2. Shake it out. Nice. Here we go. Back to the beginning. 3 and a flip. Palms up. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Flip down. Remember, it's coming from the shoulders. Really strong. You can just march if you don't want to jog at all, my loves. But try and get those knees nice and high. Good. Keep it going. 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Flip. Good. Hop. Flip. Up. Now flip. And as fast as you can go. Go. Make sure you're really squeezing in that bicep. Imagine something in there that you are crushing. Crush it faster. Come on, Mummy. Come on. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Fastest Kate. I know you can do it. Say no to COVID. Come on. Arms of summer. Woo. Woo. Yes. Woo. Yes. Woo. Come on. 4, 3, 2, rest. Whoa. That is awesome. Well done, guys.
And not more than a little aerobic as well.
That's very good.
Good.
And let's keep that aerobic going, guys. This is
Absolutely.
awesome. Please sip water. Please sip water. And we'll get going.
Well done.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a really good aerobic arm set. Yeah, if you're on it, you're working your heart and lungs
That's so
and
good,
burning
isn't it?
even more calories. Woo! Fabulous.
All right.
Let's
get
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor.
Good. You're gonna gather with Kate or double side step with me.
I love this.
Then a knee and a kick. We go to the right. 2, 3, step through and step with me. Or a little gather.
That's on my name. I didn't
Okay.
know something.
there, guys. This is awesome.
I
Well
love
done.
this situation. So good.
Such a good one. Such a good one. Let's try and keep that heart rate up for a little bit here. Into some leg work, guys. We're going to do your 2-stage squat, please, team. So sending your feet slightly wider than your hips, straight in, halfway down, all the way down, halfway up, and squeezing your bottom at the top. You are working, please, my loves, at your own speed. Do not worry about speed now, and you're working at your own depth. The key is to have that sensation that you could fall backwards when you're down, yes? Try not to arch your back underneath. Make sure you're not sticking your bottom out. And just go as low as you can, keeping your head in line with your spine. When you're recovering, imagine you're pushing the floor away. Don't forget pelvic floor when you're at the top. Got it all going off. Halfway down, all the way down, halfway up,
That bum squeeze at
and
the
then
top.
all the way up.
Awesome. Ready,
So
go.
good. Here we go. Now, here comes the kicker. Halfway down and stop. Hold.
I knew there'd be a catch. Come on.
There's always a catch in KaSoTonic. Well done. Pull those shoulder blades back and down. Make sure your knees are tracking straight forwards over your toes. Go deeper, go, hold. How are we doing in the corner there, babe?
Yeah, breathing.
You could do with giving you a magazine to read here, guys. Should have said that earlier. Well done.
It's quite a long time. It's good. It's
Here
good.
we go, halfway up and stop, hold. Should be really feeling the burn now. And this is really good for torching calories too.
Yeah.
4, 3, come on, 2, and up to the top, have a squeeze. Well done, everyone, well done.
Tap you need.
Let's move to the back now. So from the quads into the back of the leg, into your hamstrings. Doing an inverted, what we call an attitude. If you want to hold on to something, by all means do so. Bend that knee a little bit and pulses up and down. So it's all for the hamstring, that slight contraction. Bend in the knee means you are contracting in an isometric hold your hamstring, and the pulse is going to work your booty muscles too. And Kate's really going for a balance. She's got that nice lean forwards in the upper back to protect that lower back. Yeah, so she's not crunching the base in the back at all. Lovely form, darling.
Thank you. I'm
Lovely form. Yes. We love it, we love it.
Soft supporting knee, guys, remember? Which actually helps you balance as well.
It really does.
And works that front thigh. Brilliant.
And bring that through and give it a little stretch. Well done, team.
Can we just?
Can you just?
Lovely.
And when you're ready, guys, set off and change sides. Good. Now, obviously, if we were in class, we'd be counting it down for you. So if you can keep track and make sure you're working equally one side to the other, I'll rely on Kate to let you know.
The same as the other
Yeah,
side.
that's it.
I'm thinking ignorance is bliss on the actual reps at the moment. Just keep going.
Just keep going, find the burn, find the burn.
We definitely did more than this on the other side, guys, I'm afraid. Sophie was giving me all the technical safety points. So I think it's probably about another 6 more.
Yeah.
Something like that, what do you reckon?
Nice.
Yeah, nice and steady. Are you breathing? I think that might
I think
be.
that's probably about it.
That's
Isn't it?
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
well done.
Hug
Give
your
it a
knees.
squeeze, hug your knee. Nice job. Moving from the front and back to the inner and outer thighs, please, guys. For me, I'm going to rest my toe on the floor and we're going to pulse across the front to start. Little pulses, squeezing pelvic floor, squeezing inner thighs, supporting knees soft, lower abs on. Feel them firing up, really squashing there. It really does. I've done this with a little sponge.
Oh, really?
Just to feel.
That's good.
Just to get it.
Get it.
And make sure I don't release too much. It really helps.
Very good.
So if you
Get
need
your
to
sponges.
squash some fruit, do it now.
Get your grips
Get
out.
your grips out.
Also, really pulling out through the obliques, your waist muscles, to help balance there. She says wobbling, but it does help. Really pull up out of the waist, yeah? Like a dancer. Oh,
And shake it out. Well done, guys.
Good.
Let's go on the other side. So if you need it for the balance, you don't have anything to hold on to, by all means pop the toe on the floor. This is optimum working height though. So actually, if you can hold on to something and get the leg a little higher, you're just going to feel it a little bit more, firing up those inner thighs. Good. Looking good, guys. Looking
breathing
good.
out on the effort.
I'm just coming off camera to check the nerves.
Keep it going. So soft. Supporting knee, standing lovely and tall. Squeeze, squeeze. Nearly there, team. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice one, nice
Good
one.
job.
So we're going to go into the outer thigh here with our cross-body punch and inversion on that outer thigh. So we're going across, we're bending and going as low as you can go, inverting, keeping the line all the way through the body, going as low as you can. Now, those of you in the issues, just take it straight back for me, guys. You won't get, we admit, quite as much of your outer thigh with this movement, but far better that. You're working your quads and your upper thighs and keeping safe when we're hurting those knees. Right, so the twist with Kate, and all at your speed and at your depth, guys. Good job. Keep it going, just a few more.
Picking that back up. That's it. Don't lean forwards. Well done. Yeah, we can go for a few more.
Go for a few more.
Yeah. Let's make this 3.
Nice.
Let's make this 2. Come on. 1 more. Cut it out. Nice.
Good
Well
job, team, well
done.
done. And we are going to do your balance work today. Super important you've been doing it, but it's good for your legs, good for your core. So when you're ready, one leg lifts up to the front, same arm as leg, and then send it straight down and behind you. All in your timing, guys. Think core muscles. Nice and smooth. Try and have a little bit here. Try and have a little bit of a hold. We're just repositioning. This way.
It's because of my long legs, you know. They do get in the way. It's just
So handy, that girl. So leg friendly. Try and have that moment of hold at the top. Keep that supporting knee soft. Don't forget to breathe. Don't worry if you're not going as big as Kate. It's no problem at all. This really is about the balance, about the core. Using every muscle in the body. Shake it out, guys. Well done. Let's do it on the other side as soon as you're ready. Knees soft, core on. Come on!
really concentrate, get in the zone on this one.
This reminds me, right, being back with you now, of when we went travelling to Argentina and we got a little teeny tiny flat. We called it Flatito.
Oh, we did.
And we used to do little workouts every morning.
In Buenos
Buenos Aires. We get up and we do a little morning workout. I'm just thinking of that
Oh,
right now.
that's so brilliant.
I was doing more. I mean, I'm just talking now. I'm not actually working out. I'm just coaching, which is cool. And take a break, guys. Well done. Grab yourself some water.
Yeah, daily
Looking good.
workouts in our flat.
We love
which had a
that.
hard floor. And one day, one of the neighbours from below us came and knocked because we were disturbing her. It was making too much noise, the thumping. So that was nice. We got told off for being too thumpy and heavy. Great. And also, it wasn't like early doors. It was about 10:30 in the morning or something. But no, we had to then, I don't know, take the music out or do something a little bit less aerobic and bouncy.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, comedy. Got told off for trying to be healthy. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Do you
dear.
remember that?
I don't think we really understood what she was saying. She was just swearing a lot in Spanish at us.
And say about the
And just
pointing like that.
yeah, she wasn't happy with it.
We were a bit scared. But it was nice while it lasted.
It was nice. It
Right,
was
you guys alright? Get some water? Are we good? I think we're doing our third interval.
Here we go. You're going to jab, uppercut, jab, and then in between knees. So bring your left leg towards us. Go back. Come forward with an upper jab, and then two knees. So we're just slowing it down. Backwards, forwards, backwards. Two knees. Okay, wait till you do. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Jab, up the jab. Jab, up the jab. Okay, turning that lovely little bounce. Go for it. Jab. 1, 2, 3. I remember this one from class. Really good. Try this and 1 and 2, step apart. 1, 2, step apart. 1, 2, step
You know
apart.
what's coming.
If that's enough for you, stay on it or double time with Kate. Go. 1, good. So stay with me if you're finding this enough today.
Tap, tap, tap,
Good.
tap, tap. Or even twist the jump, twist the jump.
That's it. Well,
Tap,
okay.
tap, tap, tap. Got there in the end.
Well done. Do your arms over the head with me if you can.
One in there.
That's quite nice.
In, out. Eight. My bad.
And shake it out. Nice job, guys. Well done. Good job. We're just going to do those 2 back to the top. It's the next time we'll keep it on your left. Here you go. Back to the beginning. Back, upper, back, and your 2 knees. Straight in with me if you can. Well done. Go. We wish you well, everyone.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we do.
Well, safe and happy, and hopefully, well, we lost it.
Are you ready?
Oh, that was so cheesy and dull.
1, 2, 3. Knee. Hold Dave. No one puts a baby in the corner. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, right.
2, 3. Corner. Last one. Well done. Good job.
Well done.
So let the music roll off for a second, just so we can get in that last set of 1, 2 to the jump.
Oh, she's a hard taskmaster today.
Just gotta get it in.
Tap, tap, tap. So, I'm going to take my arms up now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit just.
Last push. Go this way, everyone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm taking up the tempo. You're a KaSoTonic. You should be able to go to the speed. I'm not jumping. Still just stepping it out. I want to do that bit more aerobic as well.
Yeah,
Take
come
my
on,
arms
Sophie.
up. Take really go for the bounce now.
I think I've got it now, thank God.
We can do this one yesterday, didn't we? 1, 2, 3. We are family.
Oh, yeah.
Last 2 sets.
Come on. You can do it.
And second. Woo! Well done. Let's do a few hamstrings, yeah. Let's check those quads out. Good job. Cross punch as you go.
Loosen that back. That's it.
Nice. And let's swing it out. Here we go. Tap. Tap, nice and off. Really smooth.
You're all over me now, no, it's
A
fine.
little bit.
Totally understand. Shall we get some water?
Let's get some water. And it's time for abs, guys. So let's get down to the floor.
I will roll you your mat. There you go.
Hello.
Stay away from it, I promise. I thought I was so soon to open somewhere. Right.
I'm not going to be able to do this on YouTube.
Fine, right? Yes.
Okay.
We're going to do some ones that hopefully those of you who come to us a lot are familiar with. So first one, if you can just get gently down, kneel first, sit and face this way. We'll start with some bicycles. It just gives you a chance to work in at your own level.
We did them in last iteration as well, just to bring them back, which was nice.
So nice and flat, get that pelvis neutral, engage the lower core. Level 1, everybody, legs up at that 90 degrees and let's go. Start pedaling those legs out. Okay, so you're pushing away at the hip and you're maintaining that lovely flat back. Are you with me? Are you breathing? Yes, do not let that lower back arch. We're supping in, sending your belly button through to the small of your back.
Okay, guys, with those back issues, no problem. Lift your legs feet higher up to the ceiling and gently cycle that way. It's no problem at all. If you're a complete nutter and you want more here, you can do a little pelvic lift and try and get that lower back a bit more off the floor. That's a real tricky one, really tricky. Okay, it's taking it up to a crunch. If you want that higher level, don't feel you have to. Good, looking good. I kind of want to do it down here.
You do it, you can be seen.
I just did
Here, chat through.
Yeah.
So I'm now sending it out, trying to get that very last bit of my pelvis off the floor, and I'm breathing, and I've got my head up to engage the rectus abdominis. Sophie's showing it to you a little slower, which is good. We don't want to go crazy fast. I'm at the fastest you possibly want to do this at right now. Are you breathing, guys? This is a long set. You're nearly there. Keep
Oh,
it
it's
going.
good, it's good.
Sophie's adding the twist for the obliques. There is another oblique one coming. If you want that level, opposite elbow to knee. You've got 4, you've got 3, you've got 2, and rest.
Oh, yes.
Longest ever. Have a
That was
quick
nice,
to
mate.
stretch.
Oh, lovely.
Super this one. Do you remember your X's and O's? Okay, so we start with the feet apart. Get that lower back flat again. Lowest option, you're hugging one knee in and making a circle, an O, around that knee. Don't actually touch it if you can help it. Then we're taking it back out and lying back down, ideally just on the toe. Then the other one's coming up. Squeeze it in, do it with me, let's go. And back down again, that's the lowest option. Coming up again, opposite. Make sure you're changing each time. Brilliant, I'm bringing my head off. Sophie's showing you can do it very gently if you really need to without the head even coming off. Now let's go for that higher one. Both feet coming in, making your O around both knees, and then coming back out nice and gently. And again, up and in, hold it, hold that top moment. Come back out, try and just get to the tips of your toes. Don't port those feet flat if you can help it. Well done. Can you try and make the tightest ball you can and breathe out as you squeeze in. Coming back out to the toes. Even harder. Can you bring the legs out but not actually put the toes down? Well done. I think we've given you 5 levels there, so you can pick and choose. And if you've now gone to what we call the fail moment, where you literally can't do the one you're on again, go down a level. So if you now can't do it with your feet off, touch them down. And if that's too much, go back down to one leg. Just try not to completely just quit. Well done, give me 2 more. That's amazing. Last one. Fantastic work, everybody.
Wow.
And just relax out. Do we have time for a plank or not?
Probably not, let's go for the reaches.
The reaches, and then we can get the oblique in again.
Yeah.
Guys, can we try? Bend your knees in for a minute and loosen off that low back. Now breathe out and try and send your legs up to a complete vertical for me. It doesn't matter if your knees are soft. That level there is really, really hard for the lower abs just to maintain. And if you don't want to do that, Sophie's showing you 90-degree angle. You just see her lovely calves there and her feet. And she's in a very nice flat right angle. So take your pick, both hands reaching up towards your toes. Let's pulse up. Straight up towards those feet, or in Sophie's case, up towards the ceiling. Well done. And of course, you're sucking in those lower abs, so the transverse are working, the rectus are working. And if you now want to come with me, we're going to reach across to the opposite foot on the outside of your trainer. Yes? So you're going to now get the obliques in as well. And you're going to keep breathing. Nearly there, guys. This is an awesome set. Yes, I've missed this, and you really have. Keep it going. Nearly there. Keep that chin off that chest. Keep breathing. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, gently. Well done, everybody. Take a big, let's do a star shape stretch.
Oh, that's great.
Just relax into the floor. They were good abs. We just did 3, but very long sets, so well done if you kept going. And if you do this class again in a few days, just see if you can keep going a little bit longer next time.
And if you do want to stop there, guys, track back, do another round if you can.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Oh, I can really feel that all the way
Brilliant.
down. You might want to come around to your front with me now, just very gently for a minute. Lie on those stomachs and bring your hands to your shoulders. And very gently, just lift, just raise your head and shoulders up, being very careful for your lower back, that we're still sucking in the tummy. But what I want to see you try and do is stretch out those abs for a minute. Oh, that's nice. Take a few deep breaths. And if that's uncomfortable on the shoulders, just slowly send your arms further away like I'm doing now. But I can just feel that lengthening out the abdominals. Very good. You feel okay with that?
Lovely.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Well done. Yeah, and game over.
Goodbye. Hello.
Well done. Okay, so I'm going to roll you back onto your backs now. Just take it gently. That was just an extra little one for the abdominals. Let's just have our feet flat on the mat and our knees up. A little bit of space between those feet and knees. And we're just going to start by hugging both knees into the chest. I'm assuming you're in quite a warm space. Hopefully you've got a bit of air coming in, but it's not like the middle of winter when we're worried about being on the mats for too long. So let's just stay down for a little while, so shall we?
Oh, let's
and do
do it
some
all.
nice, a nice
A
back
nice
stretch
back
today.
would be great.
We're squeezing and releasing, and every time we're bringing those knees in, we're breathing out, and we're trying to just loosen off that lower back. You can gently rock it from side to side, sort of massaging across your lower back and the top of your glutes. But we're keeping the legs quite close together at the minute, all right? Well done, everybody. Come back to the top for me. Let the knees drop gently open. We're not forcing them open. Keeping the feet close together, you're going to hold onto the ankles. And this is called the baby pose. And Sophie's just doing it with her feet flat on the floor. Yes, you're going to get a little bit more support from the floor. So if you could just afford to move a couple of inches towards me on your mat, would be really helpful. We're still 2 meters, it's all good. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're just feeling that on the inner thigh and groin. We're not putting too much tension in there. If your arms or legs are shaking, relax. Just let gravity do its thing. Nice deep breath. Well done. Bring those knees back up to the top. And let's just pop those feet back down. Well done. Hugging your left knee in first, team. Just holding onto the joint, not actually on the knee joint itself. And some outwards ankle circles while the leg is bent. Just so we can concentrate slowly on the ankle joint. Taking some nice deep breaths.
I wonder what you're all looking at.
Apart from us.
Last time I did this at home, I noticed the cobwebs.
Yes.
I said slight thing.
Haven't dusted that shelf in a while.
Yeah.
I tend to see quite interesting things under the sofa. There's like a little gap that no one would ever notice. It's just a tiny inch, and then it's like whenever we're rolling about on the floor, Jess is like, "Oh, I didn't know that was under." Just let's not talk about that. It's probably something from an old toy that Jess is upset about losing. It's under the under the cupboard.
I put Dominique's shoes on this morning, and we were next to the fridge, and she pointed right and went, "Potato!"
Potato
under the fridge was potato. It wasn't a live potato. It was one of those plastic ones
that's
from
all
her
right.
shopping kit.
We're flexing and pointing, guys. Oh, that's so
She
funny.
just went, "Potato."
You might have smelt it if it'd been a real one.
Yeah, can you imagine?
We're making sure we're supporting behind the thigh. I know you've done this a few times, but just to remind you, we are still keeping some pressure on with those hands, but it's also so you can control the intensity of that stretch on the hamstring. And the flexes and points keep the blood pumping to your ankle and also make your calf stretch quite nicely when you flex. Let's hold that flexion, guys. Keep breathing deeply. Yes, it's amazing what you see when you're on the floor. Is the moral to that story, I think you'll find.
I don't do much else.
Let's not do it. We're far too busy doing KaSo. Now we're bringing that leg down and folding it over the upright thigh. This is your deep glute stretch, okay? The knee is coming out to the side and the hip is open. Now if that's enough for you, you may just want to put a little bit of pressure on the inside of your knee to increase that stretch. You may not need to, but if you can, try and lift the underneath thigh up. So you're in this kind of locked shape here. And if you can reach through to the underneath thigh and then relax back down, it really intensifies that stretch. Oh, such tight glutes. This is the one thing about, the fact that we've been allowed to go out for these walks, which has been gorgeous. Walking, running, those kinds of actions can tighten those glutes up a little bit. So really deep stretching for the glutes is really key. So do try to breathe through these. I find if I don't breathe, I find this quite uncomfortable. So just breathe and try and relax those hips. It's so nice.
I had pork last night.
Okay.
I was very breathy from the other end afterwards.
That's nice. Some other breath, yes. Pork does that.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I had the same on Saturday.
Yeah, pork.
And bring it back down to
straight out.
So if any breath comes out, it's all good. I think it's better out than in. Gently. Let's come up and hug our knee in and circle the left ankle now. Oh no, we're on the right. Well, so long as you've swapped, it doesn't really matter at home, guys. We can't see you. You might have buggered off by now. See ya.
Well, we might be seeing.
Oh no! Have we got to do that on again now? Because I said the B word. Oh no. Sorry everyone, back to the beginning. Up we go. Oh no! Oh no! It's like not gone really squeaky now. Oh no! allowed to broadcast this class.
This is how I got doing it on my own over here. It was just, you're just talking and you hearing yourself back and just going, I want you to shut up. Just shut up.
Hold it now, guys, flexing. Well done. Keep the pressure on, but remember not to lock your knee. And if your leg is shaking, just release it a little bit. Well done. Let's bring it down and fold it over. Here comes the glute stretch. Very gently opening that knee and choose your level. Oh no.
Every now and again, my mind would wander.
You're like, oh, where am I? What class are we? We've done a fair few of these, and you've seen a fair bit of Sophie doing the KaSoTonics lesson. God, so many videos.
They're boring.
Not at all. They're brilliant.
For them.
Not at all. But wow, you've done some bloopers too. But has it helped to cure your potty mouth, do you think? Being aware of yourself and your...
Well, I'd say
So
yes,
you
but
go
then
just
as soon as I get on a Zoom call with everyone, I'm straight into
The swearing again, it
straight
comes
in. And then Claire Fox joined on the Monday.
Keep breathing.
And she had to remind me that the kids were in the same
Oh,
room.
okay.
When that was
Oopsie.
Oh no.
And bring it back down, guys. Well done. Oh, what do we do now? Let's do some quads. So
Let's
you're
do
either
some
going
quads.
onto your side or onto your tummy. Hope you haven't dropped off with all the talking. Sorry. I'll try and keep going. You're doing so well. Such good pace in class. And then Kate gets involved. Sophie showing you the side, making sure the hips are stacked, bringing the knee down within reasons. Just listen to your body and do where your knee can go. At least you're warm. If you're on your tummy with us, you're not going to be looking at the screen. Hopefully your head is down, keeping that spine nice and straight and pushing the hips down towards the floor. That's it. Just gently breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release and change over. Or you're rolling onto your other side gently. Done some good thigh work in this class today.
Yeah, I can feel that one. And I didn't do as many as you did.
You're pushing down with those hips. Nice deep breaths. Well done. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, and release gently. Guys, from wherever you are, just come into child's pose for me, which means you're going to push back, sit back onto your heels. That's it, thumbs down as much as you can. Lengthen those arms out, and then just drop your head and try and draw those shoulders down away from your ears. Feel the expanse across your rib cage at the back. Love this stretch. Feeling that upper back. Now we're going to come up to standing for the end of class. And we're going to take it very slowly. So just push back, tuck the toes under, and take your time. Ideally, today.
Gotta go.
If you're still awake, that is. Slowly, slowly. And then you might just want to come off your mats. I'm just going to move mine out of the way. Oh, mine just got stuck to the floor. That's rather telling. So find a space, nice soft knees. And let's just take those hip circles out and around just to ease out. Click, click, click. Goes my hip, hip, hip. Lovely. Take some deep breaths now. We've just got the upper body to go in a minute. Okay. Well done. And the other way. Listen to your body on this, and like Sophie's doing, if you feel there's a little stiff area, just take that bit a little bit slower. Round into those glutes, lower backs. One more. Well done. Bring those hips level, deep breath in, arms out, we're hugging our beach ball. So we're making a hollow shape, you're not actually leaning over, you're trying more to tuck the pelvis under and making that C-shaped curve. That's it, tummy's tight, keep the hips towards us, and then just start to move that corner to corner, just to stretch around your back, nice and slowly, moving through rather than stopping anywhere. Nice deep breaths, heads down. Good job, give me one more. And then bring it back to the front and heads up. Let's swim, team, are you ready? Breaststroke arms, open up that chest. Taking a nice little knee bend on each one, and then keeping the shoulders down at the back. Well done, pushing through. Let's make this the last one, Soph, and take our hands behind our backs, Link the fingers if you can, otherwise hands can go flat on your lower back. But if you can link those fingers like this, and try and push them away from your back, great. Oh, it's a really nice stretch for after those arm exercises. Oh. You've got 3, you've got 2, you've got 1. Arms down by your sides, just in backward circles, one arm at a time. Use that little knee bend to help push the arm back. And just opening up the front of your shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Well done. One more. And everybody taking your right hand to your hip, left arm comes up right by your ear, breathing in, absolutely flat side stretch, keeping the knees soft. Really lengthen out. That's great. Trying not to displace the hip there. Looking good. Can you take it a little bit deeper? And come back up. Well done. Changing over. We're breathing up. We're breathing up.
Breathing up.
We're breathing in. We're
breathing
lifting
up.
up out of the waist. Get it right, Kate. And over we go. That's it. Try and keep those shoulders down. Nice long necks. A bit further if you can. And coming back up. Well done. Bring those arms down and just give me a shoulder roll. And then just let your shoulders fall down your back. Nice and relaxed. Great job. On the neck then, just to finish. Take a tilt right ear to right shoulder for me. You're still looking at us through the screen. Faces forwards at the moment. Try not to let those shoulders creep up. Beautiful. Now we're just going to turn the head over that shoulder and look over the shoulder at the floor to the side of you. And then we're just going to come back through the tilt and then just carry on until your face is looking up at your ceiling. Just to change the stretch in the neck slightly and back down through the tilt. Nice and easy moving and turning the head again to look over. We're breathing throughout this, guys. Just trying to ease out the neck in every position now that you're super warm. Back through the tilt, back up. And then just back to the tilt once more. So get that face back to the front. Drop the head, chin to chest. And you're looking down at the floor now, just to stretch the back of the neck. Give yourself a few nods to saying yes, just to check your neck is relaxed. And then roll back up. Regroup and let's go on the left. Are you ready? Shoulders down, breathe out as you tilt ear to shoulder. Lovely. Just stay there for a moment and feel that lovely stretch. Now turn away and look over that shoulder. Try not to let the body come with you. Keep it lovely and open in that chest. Now we're moving back through the tilt. Nice and slow and smooth. We're turning the face up to the ceiling. Your knees aren't locking. You're still breathing. And back through the tilt. Well done, guys. Turn it again. Look over the shoulder. Oh, I feel this one. Again, this one's really nice after those arm exercises. And also the abs. Your neck gets a bit involved. Ease it out. And the general stress of lockdown. Ease it all away with some stretching. Back through the tilt and hold it there for me. And now we're just going to let the chin touch the chest, let the head roll gently forwards till you're looking at your floor. Lino, stroke tiles, stroke carpet, stroke grass, and then come back up. Well done, slowly and surely. Well done, team. Okay, we're just going to take some little gentle sways, softly on the knees, just working through. We're going to take inward circle with the arm just to ease out those shoulders again. Get the body moving. That's lovely. We're going to push across, push the walls away. That's it, make your space a bit bigger. Push, push, push. And we're going to finish with a rumble. Are you ready? In and out, let's go. With the arms if you can, just to get the blood pumping.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going again. We're going all over again.
Come on, GB.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and deep breath in. Shake it out for 4. One more, breathing in. Bring it down, press your hands together, and explode. Well done, you did it. Woo-hoo!
We miss you guys.
So much.
Oh, that was great fun being back together
Oh, it's
again.
amazing.
Hopefully we can be back together again soon. Well done, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Take
Bye.
care.
Water.
Lots.